All right, Shalom. First off and foremost, give all praises, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of will, and much peace, safety, and blessings to hopefully elect throughout the four winds, pushing his truth, sincerity, and diligence. All right, I want to go into a quick lesson, basically on how is no righteousness within Israel. Basically going into no righteousness within 2/3 of our nation. All right, because the times that you have now, you have Yahweh Shem Shai had been raised up his true men. All right, going out on the highways and hedges and proclaiming these things to our people. All right, but the righteous ways and our true ordinances that was stripped from us, our people would not walk in them. So let me get Jeremiah 4:22.
Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, behold, a people coming from the north country, and
Jeremiah 4:22.
Oh, I'm 6 trip. So like this is Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish.
God, for my people. Well, which people? Who is Yahweh Shem Shai's chosen people? All right, because everyone thinks that the Lord is for everyone. All right, this is speaking to you Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. All right, according to the scripture. All right?
It says they have not known me.
God.
They are Sodom's children.
They are Sodom's children, stupid children. All right, my people are foolish. Real quick, let me grab Isaiah 1:3. I'm going to go into what makes the Lord's people so foolish.
This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
God, two of the most stubborn animals that have been placed upon the face of the earth. Right?
But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
A seed of evildoers. So this is what makes Yahweh Shem Shai's people so foolish. All right? Because they have more pleasure in unrighteousness than rather keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai will. All right? Which he ordained for us to do from the beginnings of time. So this is what makes our people so foolish. All right? They'd rather hearken to, these heathens, the idols that these heathens have set up, Jesus Christ, what else? Muslim, being Muslim. All right, Black Panther. They rather subscribe to all these things rather than subscribing to the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, which are given from Yahweh Shem Shai's true men of the Lord. Jeremiah 4:22. Go back to that.
22. It says, continuing on, it says, and they have none understanding.
God, they have none understanding. Why? Because they are taught by the precepts of men. All right? They go to these churches and they tell you the Lord loves everyone. Hey, that's not written within the scriptures. All right? They have no understanding. Go ahead.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil,
God.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
So our people are stupid and foolish, but when it comes to doing anything wicked, they're good at it. They say they're wise to do evil. All right? They'll show you how to roll the brunt in less than 3 minutes. Or how to break in somebody's car and leave no fingerprints. Stuff like that. They say they're wise to do evil. But to do good, they have no knowledge. It's hard for our people to humble themselves and come up and even ask questions concerning Yahweh Shem Shai. These things they have no knowledge. And they don't want to know. They don't want to know. We get 2 Thessalonians 2:12. And that's why 2/3 of our people has to be put to death. All right? Because that's the best thing for them. Our people won't actually understand how to conduct themselves until they be reborn in the kingdom.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 12. that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
God, so all of these people are going to be down. All right, you're going to be brought forth unto destruction. All right, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to taste one of those missiles. You're going to die by the famines, pestilence, and the plagues that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring upon the face of America. You know, just by you turning your ear away from these scriptures and the true knowledge and understanding of it. All right? Again, Matthew 7 and 18.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 18. It says, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit.
God, so a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. And we know that according to the scriptures, I'm gonna grab it real quick. Just for edification's sake. What those trees are. This is Mark 8:24. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. So those trees are speaking of men, all right, according to the scriptures. So a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, all right? And you should know a man by what is fruit. You see a man of the Lord, you can know that he going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of his ability. He's not going to be out here committing adultery. Why? Because it's against the law, statutes, and commandments that Yahweh Shem Yahushua established. All right? Well,
He says, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
All right, so going back to 2/3, you know, they are those evil trees. So like those corrupt trees, you know, that's all they know. They wise to do evil. It was embedded in them to do these things. All right, so you can't change a 2/3 nigga. You know, he gonna stay the same no matter what. Get Psalms 52:3, y'all. Because our people are in a rude awakening. You know, these things come here upon the soil of America, thinking everything is all fine and dandy, and that when the Lord comes back, they're gonna be saved. Right?
This is Psalms chapter 52, verse 3. It says, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness.
So they love evil more than to do good. And you see that all throughout Israel. Even from the beginnings of time. You had 2/3 being 2/3. Loving to do all types of wickedness rather than to gravitate towards Yahweh Shem Yahushua and righteousness. Alright? It says in lying rather than to speak righteousness. And that's something that these pastors have embedded in them. They rather tell the grab it for me. Smooth things. Isaiah 30. It says they in lying rather than speak righteousness. You know, these pastors would rather sit up here and tell you smooth things that you're not gonna basically prosper by. You know, just because it pleases your flesh. All right, and that's one thing you have the true man of the Lord is not gonna do. All right, and we have a mission objective to do, and that's to feed the flock. You know, whether you are here or forbear.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse. I can start at 9. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people.
This is a rebellious people. You Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Rebellious. Well,
Lying children.
lying kind. That lines are perfect. Lying children. It says in Psalm 52, that lying rather than speak righteousness. Well,
Children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not,
kind.
and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit.
So our people are stuck in their trance to where they don't even want to hear righteousness. They don't want to hear things that's going to benefit them in the long run according to the spirit. They rather feed the flesh more than the spirit. And you have these pastors that's going to keep on feeding them bullshit. So where they won't take heed. Get 3 John 1. 10:3.
All right, you were talking about pastors?
Yeah. It says, line went into Psalms 52:3. It says, 1,000 love is evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness.
All right, let me get this. Jeremiah 23 and 25. It says, let me see. I'm gonna get Jeremiah 23 and 26. It says, how long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own hearts. It says, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. So these pastors, man, it is a fucking dream, a pipe dream that they putting out. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no truth in what they're saying. Like, the Most High don't love everybody, man. Come on, man. What kind of shit is that? That's a pipe dream, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And people get shit misconstrued by following things in a big number. You know what I'm saying? People follow when something is in a large number. People tend to flock to that because they think there's some truth in it. Now you got T.D. Jakes, because people see him on TV, they see he has lots of money, they'll automatically figure, well, hey, it must be something right with what this guy's saying. You got the whole fucking world following him. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. Just because a lot of people follow him, that don't mean he's telling you the truth. Right. You know what I'm saying? But Jake's so simple-minded, bro. They don't want to hear truth. They don't want to hear righteousness. Things that sound good, we gonna roll with it. You know?
That's we got a quick precept going into how the Lord deals with that small number also.
Right.
It's Matthew 18:12. How you think if a man have 100 sheep and one of them be going astray, does he not leave the 99 and go into the mountains and seek that which is going astray? And if so be that he find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiceth more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray.
Let me speak on that real quick, God. That is like the Most High finds more joy in that one elect man than 99 Israelites. Okay? They Israelites, but right now they're in the mind frame of niggas. So the Most High says, I'm gonna find more joy in this one person that's trying to put forth an effort. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put forth an effort to actually lead the flock on a righteous path than all these people that's my people also. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know them right now because they're not acting like Israelites, they're acting like niggas. So I'm gonna find more favor because people think that it's power in numbers, but the Most High deals with the first fruits, you know what I'm saying? The small remnant. That's who he deals with.
I got another quick precept just backing it up. This Psalms 87:2. Yahweh Shem Yahushua loving the gates of Zion more than all the dwellers of Jacob. So the Lord gonna always have more favor towards the elect men. You know, his elect men, because they're gonna put forth an effort to turn and take heed to. You know, they gonna hear his voice. You know, and they gonna take heed to it. You got it, John?
Yeah. 3 John
1:11.
Just 3 John chapter 1 verse 11. Beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good.
God, so who is he speaking to? He's speaking to those elect men. Beloved. You know? He didn't say you rebellious children. You know, because those beloved brothers have already been transformed and converted, you know, to their new creature. Go ahead.
Says, he that doeth good is of Yahweh, but he that doeth evil hath not seen Yahweh.
So if you out here breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, being partakers of worldly things, you have not seen Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, you have not known his ways. Neither will you know it until you be put to death and brought back in the kingdom. All right, get Romans 10:3. All right.
In Romans chapter 10, verse 3, it says, "For they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh."
So they're being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness. By what? Turning away when they see the men of the Lord on those highways and hedges. You know, that's how you be ignorant of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. When you click on that video and you might hear something that you never heard before, and they say, the Lord, the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. His Son's name is Yahweh, Yahushua. All right, and he didn't come to save the whole world. And you get on that comment board and rebel against it. That's you being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness. You know, it says in going about to establish their own righteousness. Because our people, they establish what they want to do rather than what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua set up. You know, the Lord only came to save the elect of Israel. They'll put the Lord came to save everyone, twisting the whole John 3:16 scripture up. They're setting up their own righteousness. It says they have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. Because when you submit yourself to the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you're gonna take heed. You know, you're gonna take heed. Let me get John 3:19.
This is John. John chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, "And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil."
God, when you go into the word condemnation, it says a separate, asunder, a separation, a selection, a judgment. All right. So these men have came into the world and shined their light upon, the people. You know, it says that men love darkness rather than light. Our people love darkness rather than light. You know, that's just what it is. Our people rather subscribe to things that they want to do. All right, rather than trying to make their calling and election sure. All right, turn away from that wickedness that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua don't want you to be a partaker of. Go ahead.
Verse 20, it says, "For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light."
So if you out here just living your life, so to say, if you out here living your life and being partakers of evil deeds, you hate the light. You know, and like when you sleeping and they're quick analogy, like say when you sleeping and all of a sudden the light get flicked on. All right, to our people, they'll hurry up and try to cover their eyes. But yeah, our people, they gonna hurry up and try to cover their eyes. They gonna hurry up trying to cover their eyes because what? Their light is now being shot upon them. You know? And the thing is, well, just go ahead, 20.
What was that?
Job 24:13.
It says, For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
Kinda. This is why they hate their light. Go ahead.
Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Because our people don't want to be told what to do. You know? You can't steer our people or guide our people and give them counsel in the right way. You know? They want to be like, well, basically stuck in their ways. You know? But when you come into this truth, it's all about changes. All right? You have to make changes. Otherwise, you're the same person that you was before you put your hand on the plow. All right? And that's just not going to work because according to the scriptures, we all have to be, like I brought out earlier, transformed and converted to that new creature. All right?
Oh, yeah, Job 23:13?
24:13. Isaiah 58 and 1.
All right, this is Job 24 and 13. It says, they are of those that rebel Job 24:13. They are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the paths thereof.
So they are those that rebel against the light. All right, whatever the true men of the Lord on the highways, put first and foremost pushing out that light, through your Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and they're gonna rebel against it because what? They're so stuck. Give me Micah 2:10 real quick, right? They're so stuck to being accustomed and being comfortable in this place. That's the major reason why our people is going to rebel against the truth. All right, because Esau sets the standard. Esau says you can do this. You can be free. You're free now. You can do whatever you will or you please. But no, that's not how this thing works.
This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest.
God, this is not our rest. But the 2/3, it is their rest. It is their rest. Why? Because they're going to constantly be scoffing. They're going to constantly rebel against when the Spirit is dealing with the men of the Lord, and they bring forth these things unto them.
Right, and it's a strong illusion of freedom in America. Okay, freedoms that other countries don't get. Like you go to, I think it was Iran or somewhere over there, women couldn't drive. Now they're looking for democracy to where they want to drive. Women couldn't wear pants. Now they have the freedom to wear pants. Women couldn't talk back to their husbands. Now they talk back to their husbands.
Overly.
Yeah, women couldn't go out and say, we're going to have a girls' night out. Now they can do all these things. You know what I'm saying? The lesser the law of people's freedom, the better they like it. People hate restrictions, okay? People hate restrictions. When things are just open and free to be done, people like it more. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go buy a Maserati or Porsche Panamera or a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, on these highways you have limitations of 70. But if someone says this highway here gives you the liberty to open that car up, all those people with those cars, guess what? 9 times out of 10, fuck that 70 mile an hour speed limit shit. We're going to be right over here. We're going to open that bitch up and we're going to see what we got. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like their country would be like a speed limit of 70. But you get over here to America and I can go how fast the fuck I want to go. You know what I'm saying? It's way more freedom in there.
A lawless society.
Right, a lawless society. You know what I'm saying? But you have laws, but they're not as hardcore. You get caught stealing in a third world country or somewhere far off, your fucking hand get cut off. Here, you can get slapped on the wrist like, look man, just pay this fine, don't do this shit again. You know what I'm saying? And you get off with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why, like, if you pay attention to everything around you and you look spiritually, you see all things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, you go to the grocery store, you go to the mall, wherever, and you just look at people. And I'm looking at Ishmael. Now, we know Ishmael, okay, Muslims. Okay, that's what they believe in. Okay, they Muslim. Now, you look at their women, and it's like beings that I've seen in the 90s. And I've seen when these people, when they walked around, bro, they had everything fucking covered. Now, fast forward, you see women, they have their head covered, they had a little thing over their arm, and they got blue jeans on. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, bro? These people, bro, it's just all around wickedness, bro. And that shows you right there. If they really stood fast and held to what they truly believe, they wouldn't be compromising and saying, well, I can wear pants now. You would basically hold out to what you believe. You know what I'm saying? If you was in your own land, you wouldn't be doing this shit. So you get over here and you get a little bit of freedom and you say, you know what? I'm going to pull back on some of that stuff I believed over there. You know what I'm saying? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover myself, But now I'm gonna just have a little more freedom to wear my pants. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit.
That goes to show you how messed up our people is as a whole.
Right.
You know, because the law wasn't even given to these heathens on how they should dress in modest apparel, but they established those things based off our law.
You know what's crazy? Not to cut you off, right? Muslims follow the Bible better than fucking Christians do.
Yeah.
Muslims follow the Bible better than Christians do, bro. Not eating pork. You know what I'm saying? It's like things like that. Like, damn, bro, this is a whole nother religion, and all their things come from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Quran, which is to recite. They recited the Bible. Okay, y'all pray 3 times a day facing east. We pray 5 times a day facing east. You know what I'm saying? So we just stole all those things, and Muslims follow the fucking Bible better than Christians, bro. That's sad. That's fucking sad, bro.
Yeah. We got a quick precept going today. This is 1 Timothy 1 and 9. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, but for the lawless and disobedient, for the ungodly and for the sinners, for the unholy and profane, for murderers and forthers, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers. Is to go to show you that this law was given unto the lawless and the disobedient, who will be the Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. All right, because you like the brother was just bringing out, you have in every other country, they basically set the standard off our book. You know, they set their standard and how their women should obey them and dress in modest apparel according to the scriptures. All right, but you have the Negroes, Latinos, and Natives can't even subscribe to that. You know, neither do they want to, and that's why they need them. What you got, huh? Let me get oh yeah, Isaiah 58.
Yeah, no.
Jeremiah 6 and 16.
Jeremiah.
This is
Jeremiah
Isaiah.
what?
6 and 16.
This is Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sin.
God, so we also show get these things unto the lawless and the disobedient. All right, not for the whole world. It says who? The house of Jacob. All right, and that's the thing. Like we're not gonna spare your feelings. All right, and if the spirit moving and it's something to be told unto you, you know you're gonna be told. All right, we're not here to sugarcoat nothing. You got that, bro?
All right, yeah, this is Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the old ways and see.
The old, it's like
Go ahead.
the old ways, the ways that have been established from the beginning of the time.
Right.
All right.
It says, and ask for the old paths. And what do you do with paths? You walk.
You walk.
So your life should be based on, see, when you become, well, you already are an Israelite if you're a so-called black, Latino, and Native American, okay? But when the Most High hits that switch and you realize these things, you know all you're doing is you're pressing rewind on your life and say, I have to backtrack. But you backtracking in the renewing of your mind, so right now you're woke. So now you're basically doing what? Walking on this path. You have to stay on this path now. All you done was rewind it back to how you used to be. You know what I'm saying? You rewind it back on the Passover, the Feast of Weeks. You're practicing all these things because you remember now they're part of your customs. Okay? They're part of things that you used to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just a rewind being pressed. You know what I'm saying? So some things wouldn't be basically advised to do. Like, don't just go out and grab no 4 or 5 fucking women. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And these my wives. You know what I'm saying? Hey, meet her. I'm gonna meet, like, that would, in this society, bro, that's not wise to do. Right. Is it unlawful? No. These things we done, but it's just not what you need to be doing right now. It's a scripture on this. All things are.
Right here.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 6:12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient.
Right.
All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any.
Right. So just because you can do it, don't mean you should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but all we're doing and done was press the rewind button on our lives. You know what I'm saying? So now we have to go back to how we used to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that nigga that was a part of us, that nigga gone. That nigga need to be out of there. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get in your mind and your mind is renewed, that nigga need to be out of there. Get that nigga the fuck out of here, bro. Now that spiritual walk you're on now, you're not fulfilling the lust of the flesh. So if you feel like, man, I love smoking weed, or I love eating fucking crawfish, bro, that nigga gone. Those things you don't desire anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because your flesh also warreth with your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant battle. Spirit is willing, the flesh is weak. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta basically be in rewind mode, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying?
2 Corinthians 5:17.
It says, where is the good way? And notice it's just everything it's giving you is in examples of how you walk. If you walk a certain way and a certain path, it's a direction you go in. And it says going the straight and narrow. That's why I'm telling you the old ways.
Because what? You repent. You repent and turn away from all that old bullshit that you was formerly known to.
Right. And it says broad is the way that leads to destruction.
Right.
Because you just can't walk this way today and tomorrow I say, shit, I'm going to go over here tomorrow. I'm saying I'm going to walk in that direction. You got to be on a straight, you got to tunnel vision, bro. You can't see nothing. Blinders on this side, blinders on this side. You're supposed to be looking straight ahead. You know what I'm saying? So, it says, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
And that's the mentality of our people, you know? Because what? They'll find rest within Babylon.
But the crazy part is, they say they not going to walk therein, and what they basically saying is, nigga, I ain't following no fucking laws. We ain't got to keep no laws. That's in the Old Testament. We ain't gotta walk like that no more. Nigga, you want me to walk to where I can't get no edge?
Yeah.
Nigga, you want me to walk to where, shit, this bitch want me to come pop even though she got old man, bitch, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how niggas roll. They walk like that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I can't walk like that. They'll tell you, man, I can't move like that, bro. I can't move like that, bro. Man, I can't get an edge up, man. No more pork, no more crawfish. Oh, come on, bro.
And that's because you have these pastors that spared their feelings and told them no smooth things.
Right.
You go ahead to 17, huh?
This is
All right, it says, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. Now, check this out. If we seek in the old way, and we're hearkening to the sound of the trumpet, you know what the trumpet is? That music. We piped into you. We playing this new song into you, bruh. So what you do is, men are going to be playing this new tune, telling you who you are, walking this way, dance to this music. These laws, statutes, and commandments, take heed to them. Walk in that straight and narrow path. You know what I'm saying? It says, but they said, we will not hearken, because that other tune over there, they like the way it sound better. That pastor saying, hey, you ain't under no laws no more. Come over here. You can do all these things you want to do, long as you just keep repenting. He ain't telling them just, hey, you're supposed to stop. Repent means just cut that shit off totally. Don't do it every day. That's willfully sinning.
And it's sin to sin. We know that the wages of sin is death.
Right.
I got a quick precept. This is Matthew 11:17. It's saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. So we telling you all these things that's actually going to be beneficial for you in the end to build up your faith. But like the scripture said in Jeremiah, that we would not walk therein. Like that.
Said 2 Corinthians 5 and what?
Is it like 19? I think, if I'm not mistaken.
It says, but they will not hearken. Look at it, at verse 18, it says, therefore hear ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Okay? And it says, hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. You know what I'm saying? So they basically, hey, that's that counsel that was being sought. Most I was giving counsel and you wasn't listening. Hey man, I'm playing a song that only you can hear. You're supposed to hear this song and you're supposed to dance to this song. Everybody else, you gotta drown everybody else's music out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You think about that. If you got this one thing playing, let's say you got jazz playing right here in front of you. Jazz playing right in front of you. And you walking and you listening to this jazz. This is what you're supposed to be listening to. Now you got hip hop, you got country, you got all these different genres, but they're playing too. Those things should be drowned out because you're solely focusing on jazz. That's what we're supposed to be listening to. Jazz. All these other things, once you get a taste of it, then you like it, then boom, your mind is off jazz now. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead,
This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall.
Right.
But in the multitude of counselors, there's safety.
So in the multitude of counselors, there's safety because what? When you go back to Jeremiah 6 and 17, I will set watchmen over you. All right, these watchmen are going to give you guidance and counsel you back to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and also those old paths that you should walk therein.
Right.
And when you go into the word, is it counsel? Yeah, counsel is talking like the Hebrew word 8458, direction, guidance, and good or wise counsel. You see, you get the good counsel from the true men of the Lord. All right. Of the wicked, you're gonna have those pastors that sit up in the churches, and that's gonna basically give you counseling to what you want. All right.
Smooth thing.
Good.
Tell us we can eat these damn pork chops. Tell us we can eat these pork chops, man. That's all we need to hear. We're gonna pay you these tithes. We're gonna make sure you good. All we want is for you to keep on preaching that good word to us.
God.
And y'all done heard niggas say that so many times in church. Keep preaching that good word. You know what I'm saying? That good word. They basically saying, hey, what you doing is what we want to hear. I guarantee you, bro, if you had somebody to tell the truth in these churches, like, man, you're not supposed to be eating that shit. That nigga congregation, out the door. We gonna go over here to Mount Calvary or El Bethel and listen to them, because they gonna tell us what we want to hear. We gonna, when he pass that collection plate around, we gonna give it to him then. You know what I'm saying? And these pastors, they can't have that. You know why? They trying to get a new jet. They want that new Bentley. They want that motherfucking that closet full of them $5,000 belt and them fucking Armani suits. You know what I'm saying? And all that high dollar shit. And they want to have this big ass fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Just totally deceiving people and not caring that you're doing it. Like, man, you think about that, bro. These pastors, some of these people, they know, bro. Some of these preachers, they know, like, man, this shit off. I know damn well this shit off. The motherfuckers don't believe half the shit they say.
And that's why the scripture tell you, blessed are, just roughly paraphrasing, blessed when a man shall speak evil of you. You know? These pastors get glorified.
Wickedness.
God, like I remember showing the brother Tyler Doc. It was on this movie they had this pastor, and he basically was calling people up to the altar. He was like, basically you homosexuals. He was like, if y'all some homos, stand up. We're gonna give y'all a round of applause. So he told them all stand up, and the people, they was all clapping their hands. And when they stood up, he was like, now with that being said, I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all shit and get the fuck out of my church. And everybody went crazy. They were like, oh, we can't. I'm saying, we don't want to be a part of this church no more. That's not sparing you people's feelings. All right, that's actually showing them to walk in their right way. But our people
even trying to do the right thing.
God, and our people won't hearken to it. Let me get Proverbs 21:16, Ecclesiastes 32 and 25.
32 and what?
24.
This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. The man that wandered out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
God, so you wander out of the way of getting this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. You're gonna remain being a 2/3 nigga. All right, in the congregation of the dead, with those the valley of dry bones. You know, your bones ain't gonna live.
All right, this is Sirach 32 and 24. He that believeth in the Lord taketh heed to the commandment.
God, like a quick example, when you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you gonna take heed to the commandment. Like we have examples that were shown forth in the scriptures with Abraham. All right, Abraham believed in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, so what did he do? And he put his son in the plow. All right, that shows he believed in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
And he that trusteth in him shall fare never the worse.
So you ain't gonna fare never the worse. If you really trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know that the Lord is going to keep those angels girded around the bar, and the Lord is going to pull you through whatever temptations and tribulations and trials that you go through. 2nd Esdras 15 and 1. You go all the way to 6. Give me Revelation 23.
Is it 15 and 1?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
God, and that's what we're doing. All right. Likewise, the former prophets, which are here today, we speak in prophecy unto you. It's going to be martial law is going to soon be implemented. All right, 200 million missiles are going to come upon the face of America. All right. Many more prophecies. The elect is only the elect is going to make it up out of here. When Yahweh Shai come back, it's going to be a whole lot of killing. That's prophecy.
Right. It says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That which he will put in the mouth. Because what? This is not our words. All right? These things are straight from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
And will cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Because you have examples of it.
Right.
All right? When it was prophesied to us with Moses, you know, that what we was going to come to America on slave ships. That prophecy has came to pass.
Right. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
God. So don't fear what all these scoffers got to say about you. Don't fear Esau with the things that he is going to imagine or bring forth to you in those times.
Right. I think incredulity is without faith, let not the unfaith or unbelief of them trouble thee. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
God, so all the unfaithful is going to die in their unfaithfulness. All right, being pleasers of unrighteousness.
Right.
All right, not trusting in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's prophecy.
God.
It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
God. You want to expound it up?
It says, for wickedness hath exceedingly. That means like push to the forefront, forward, exceed. If something exceeds, is what?
High rate.
Yes, it's moving. You know what I'm saying? It says the whole earth is grown like a cancer. Just like I was just saying about the Muslim woman.
Yeah.
The Muslim woman. Okay? They push democracy to everybody, and everybody says, wow, man, it's not so bad if our women dress in pants. Now, I've got other nations like, man, we don't accept that homosexual shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We not rocking with that shit, bro. That shit wicked as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But to say Esau is not the so-called white man, bro, you need your ass put to death, bro. Like, man, who else could be that fucking wicked? Who is as wicked as Esau? At least when you got so-called Muslims, okay, they wicked too. The Arabs and all that, since everybody gonna say Ishmael is Edom. Don't they have laws against homosexuality and all that? You know what I'm saying? America, they push that shit freely, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So it says, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Hurtful works are fulfilled.
Everything. Because I know for the chosen people, like now right now we seeing things, okay, to see the laws they pass, some of this shit is hurtful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It hurts to see a fucking homosexual walking in the store. It's anger too. It's like, man, what the fuck have we been demoted to, bro?
Exactly.
It's hurtful to be here, bro. Like, you think about it, bro. You see this world, animals suffering, trees suffering, the land suffering, bro. It's hurtful because you know it's not supposed to be this way. But it's spread rapidly throughout the earth. And it's all of Esau's hand, bro.
Like when Idris was responding, he was like, how long would all this shit last?
Right.
You know, because, man, you look at our people being the chosen people upon the face of the earth, and this is what we brought to.
Right.
Homos walking with small-ass shorts and shit.
The gold has become dross.
Silver.
Silver, yeah, right.
We get Revelation 1 and 3, right?
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein.
So it's not about just hearing. All right, it's not about just hearing this truth. I know this truth. I'm gonna just keep on hearing this truth. No, and once you had that hand to the plow, and you got to keep those things. You got to keep those law, statutes, and commandments. All right, you got to keep praying without ceasing, and you got to constantly put your faith and call on Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because hey, this is our only way out. You know.
Right.
Likewise, we'll be partakers of the famine that was prophesied, the pestilence, and all the plagues that's gonna come upon the face of America.
For the time is at hand.
The time is at hand. The time is at hand that the elect are going to soon be saved out of this place. All right, and be brought up to be the head leaders in the kingdom. All right. So with that, say call Allah, you like Yahweh Shem Yahshua, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone with will, and much peace, safety, and blessings to hopefully elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth in sincerity and diligence. Shalom.
Shalom.